YouTube, we are back with another lesson. Today, I'm going to be explaining how defense is the offense in trading. The issue with most traders is that they want to make money. Stop trying to make money. Understand, trading in itself is a paradox. It's a whole paradox. I know it's weird, but this is something you need to understand if you want to become profitable. Stop over leveraging, trying to make money with your little 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, with your 15 pip stop loss. You gonna lose money. And don't get me wrong, you gonna win sometimes. You will win. It's a probability game. You will win. But trust, when that losing streak hits you and you spiral out, loss after loss after loss, trust me, bro, you're done. You're gonna be done. The market is too volatile. It's too volatile, and it will snatch your money in a heartbeat. So what I'm gonna be explaining is how defense is actually the offense. How defense actually makes you money. You actually make money by not losing it. Let's get into it, man. So it's currently a weekend while I'm making this video. The markets are closed, but I just want to review a few trades and show you guys what I'm looking at, how I'm managing myself and my positions even through drawdown, because it happens. When you're a dollar cost averaging trader, you will go through drawdowns. Okay, so this first trade I'm gonna go over is New Zealand USD. This is a pair that I'm currently in. So as you guys can see, I mark up my charts to a good T. Like, if this trade comes against me and it pushes down to this zone, I know I'm going to be exactly $895.78 in profit to a T. I know exactly what I'm going to be dealing with. And this is what I want you guys to understand. I'm using small lot sizes and I'm planning out my trades. This is my trading plan. If it comes down to this level, if we come down to this level, right, and I still like what's going on economically, fundamentally, if my economic stance still stays the same, I'm going to continue to add to this trade. Just because I didn't get my first initial turnaround doesn't mean it's not going to happen now. Why would I lose money? You don't have to lose money. I hope you guys know this. Get whatever everything else has said to you out your mind. You can trade and not lose money. Yes, it is possible. The reason why you're losing money is because you think you gotta lose money. I just want you to get that straight. Whether you agree with me or not, that is a fact. So if we come down to this level, right? Bam. And I still like everything fundamentally, economically. I will add to this trade and look to get out probably within this level. I don't have a take profit or a stop loss. Those are always dynamic. It depends what I'm looking at. It depends what's happening fundamentally. You need to trade from a macro perspective. Understand that. So if it comes to this levels, I will probably close profits. And by the way, $900 of drawdown is not that much drawdown. I'm a small trader, don't get me wrong, but 900, I could withstand that. That's not even like a fraction. Like I'm pretty straight off of $900 of drawdown. And that's what I'm trying to let you guys know. Drawdown isn't drawdown when you have your positions sized appropriately. I'm gonna say that again. Drawdown really isn't drawdown when your risk is sized appropriately. Make your position small so it gives you room to breathe and manage your trades, manage your portfolio. You gotta think of yourself as a hedge fund manager of your own capital. Hedge funds, banks, they're not losing money, just so you know, they're not losing money. Some months might be flat or slow, but they're not losing money. Unless they're terrible. It'd be a terrible hedge fund if they're losing money every month. Okay. Now, let's say I add. Like right now, I'm planning to add probably like a 0.30 right here. I'll probably add like a 0.30. So once I add a 0.30, it might bounce. I'll close out with a decent profit, probably around $1,000 maybe. And then, let's say that doesn't work out. Say it pushes down below. Once again, I will still add to these levels. Yes, I will still add. Just because it's going against me does not mean it will not turn around. if I like everything from a macro perspective. Always keep that in mind. It's always from a macro perspective. What's going on in these economies? What is GDP looking like? What is inflation looking like? What are rates looking like? Are they hawkish or are they dovish? You know what I'm saying? You got to understand these terms and understand monetary policy so it can give you a good objective understanding of where these markets might trend. I hope I didn't lose you there. All right. So if that's the case, I'll add right there as well. But now, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. Here's what I want you to understand, right? If I do not like the fundamentals, if I do not like what's going on, if US dollar gets really strong inflation, strong GDP, I'm starting to see a turnaround in US economy, I am going to just hold it. I am not going to add. I will hold my small positions into a deep drawdown. And once I see a turnaround in economies, I will then continue to start adding again. It's all, you got to understand, these economies are always changing. Economies have good numbers, bad numbers, good numbers, bad numbers. All I'm doing is analyzing each pair and seeing what gives me the best risk structure and the best probability of making a profit. We're in this game to make money. We're not in this game to have 1 to 2 risk to reward ratios and all types of weird stuff. I don't have a stop loss, nor do I have a risk to reward. I make money. That's it. I make money. I don't care about if I risk 200 to get 400. No, I make money. I make money. That's what I do. Okay? We make money, bro. Anyways, let's go to another pair. I'll go to another trade. I'll probably go to 2 or 3 trades. I'm in 4 trades currently right now. I'll walk through 2 or 3 with you guys just so you guys can get like a little understanding of how I'm managing my positions and myself in these trades. So this is pound Aussie. We're in pound Aussie. I entered this May 6th, my first entry. I got another little few small entries in there right now, very small, like 0.06, 0.12, like little small entries. Okay, so this is my current trade. I was in profit. You see, I was in profit. It didn't go through my target. I was aiming to, go for these levels before we hit this major daily support level right here. So that's what I was aiming for. It didn't get there. It went against me, which is totally fine. Small positions keep you safe. I'm not worried about drawdown because my positions are so small. Now, what I'm going to do here, if I still like what's happening fundamentally with the pound and the Aussie, Aussie has been having some great numbers lately. I've been loving the Australian dollar. I've seen the strength. I've seen it in the software that I got. I'll go over that maybe in another video. And I'm liking Aussie. I'm liking Aussie. I'm liking a weak pound. So if we come to this level, these key levels, I'm going to add a small entry. If we come to these levels, I will probably add a small entry. Now, after those few entries, I'm going to wait for a deep pullback. Depending on what's happening fundamentally, I'll wait for a deep pullback, and that will be, I can't talk. This will be my next major key adding zone, as you guys can see. But if I continue to add here, this will be adjusted. I will always adjust this number. This is just so I can visually see if I go on this deep drawdown, this is what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? I need to know what are the numbers looking like. If I'm down negative 2,000, okay, that's bearable. That's not bad at all. I can go down negative 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. My account is large enough to where I can go pretty deep in drawdown without, oh my God, I'm about to lose all my money. You know what I'm saying? Which hasn't happened because I manage myself appropriately and I look at economies from a macro perspective to see how can I correlate the data I'm seeing onto the charts. And it's as simple as that, man. This is literally it. This is it. You see how simple this is? I'm not using no order blocks, no fair value gaps, liquidity sweeps. I'm just looking at key levels, economies, and the data that comes out relating to those economies. That's all it is, bro. That's all it is. Anyways, next, let's look at Aussie CAD. Once again, I like Aussie, and Canadian dollar is just looking terrible. I don't know what's up. Canadian dollar is just always bad, bro. Every time I look at, I think I'm done entering Canadian dollar longs because Canadian dollar longs always mess me up. I just got out of a deep drawdown in what was it? CAD Swiss franc. Oh, it's right here. I entered a buy right here, bro. Like right here. I went through this whole deep drawdown for no reason. Like Canadian dollars is every time I enter Canadian dollar, it's a bad drawdown. Even when I went to US dollar, Canadian dollar, when I was in these shorts, the shorts, oh my God, it destroyed me. I got out of it, thankfully, but I entered right here. It went way against me, and I got out at like a small profit. It was annoying, but besides that tangent, man, Canadian dollar is terrible. So yes, I'm going against the Canadian dollar. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar longs. I'm in profit. I'm looking to close this around like $1,000 win. You know, I'm currently scaling into my position on the upside. Because some people think when you're a dollar cost averaging trader, you only can add to your losing positions, but that's not true. I add to my winning positions as well. It all depends on market structure, what's happening fundamentally, and just my own intuition and market experience. That's all it is. I'm adding to trade. I'm winning. I'm making money. That's it. I'm making money, bro. That's it. We're making money. If it comes down against me, I'm willing to add. Once again, if it came against me, I'm willing to add. I'll add a fat position right here, and I would add a fat position down here because Canadian is weak, and I know I'm gonna get a bounce and I'm gonna get a shot to the upside. The same way, if someone was, I wish I would have got in here. But if someone were to buy in these areas, they could have buy. You got this big bounce up. You didn't have to lose money. Someone bought that with a large lot size, with a tight stop loss, and lost money. I can tell you right now, I guarantee you, someone did this. Someone probably tried to buy it because they thought this was the bottom, and they got stopped out. Whereas me, I buy it, I ain't got no stop loss, bro. I ain't got no stop loss. I'm in profit. I'm always getting profits, man. I don't care what people think. I don't care if you think it's fake. I don't care if you think it's risky. This is the way I trade, and if you're having trouble, maybe you should trade like this too. This is what I do. I manage my capital effectively during drawdowns, during profit. This is how I do it. I know if it comes to this level, I'll be around $931 in drawdown, and that's totally fine. That's nothing. That's nothing. As long as I'm consistently making money on a weekly, monthly basis, I'm good. I'm good. And that's it, man. That's what I want you guys to understand. Defense is the offense. The reason why I can go $931 in drawdown, $2,000 in drawdown, $3,000 in drawdown is because the risk is all small relative to my account. So it's okay. I need you guys to understand, if you want to survive in this game for the long run, if you want to be profitable in this game, you need to stop trying to make money. It's an unpopular opinion, and most people don't want to hear it. But hey, you either want to make it or you don't. And me, I wanted to make it so bad. I was willing to do whatever. How long I gotta hold a trade? 2 months? A week? Man, I don't care. Just make me profitable. When you really want to be profitable, when you really want to make a way for yourself in this game, you're going to do what you got to do, no matter what any other opinions say, no matter what any of these YouTube gurus say. And I love that I'm a small YouTuber able to just do this myself. I don't got to worry about no guru titles, no scammer title. Nope. I just get to sit here, say how I trade, you know, no one talking to me, clear mind, clear charts. Like, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. So if you appreciated this, man, make sure to hit that like button down below for me. If you need me to further explain into any one of these topics, let me know, comment down below. And with all that being said, I will catch you guys in the next lesson. Let's go.